welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another speed build. I've actually been wanting to do another apartment speed build because I actually really enjoyed doing apartments, so I just find them really fun to do. So I decided to come on over to Myshuno, specifically to the Spice District, which I think is typically when I play and I want to play in apartments, especially it's like Myshuno apartments. I typically go for the Jasmine Suite apartments, the one that's next to the Diaz family. I think is how you pronounce their last name. I'm probably saying their last name horrible. The house or the apartment that's across the way to that apartment. That's my go-to apartment. But I figured that I would get out of my comfort zone with that apartment because I literally was about to renovate that apartment. And I decided to come on over to the other set of apartments and renovate the 18 Cool Pepper House. I don't know how you're actually supposed to say that. I'm not the best when it comes to pronouncing words in general, so I'm probably saying that very wrong. But nonetheless, I decided to renovate these houses or these apartments. I honestly I'm a creature of habit, so once I find something that I basically just stick to it. So like I said, I pretty much only ever go to that other apartment. So I did not realize that this apartment was a historical spooky whatever trait apartment thing. That's the one thing that I don't like about apartments, at least with Myshuno apartments, is there are some apartments that have permanent traits. I wish that there was a way, which there might be some cheat or mod out there that can get rid of it. But I hate that some of the apartments have these weird traits and stuff. I guess historical and some isn't terrible, but I honestly have never actually played in a spooky apartment or anything like that. So I honestly wouldn't know. But I know some of the apartments that are needs TLC are really nice apartments that you could possibly actually make look really nice and look better. But you can't get rid of the needs TLC traits, so it's so annoying. But anyways, this apartment does have the little historical spooky thing, whatever. Like I said, I've never actually played with it, so I honestly generally don't know what it does to your game. But it is in one of the little plaque thing is in one of the bedrooms, so just a fair warning with that. But like usual, I kind of wanted to have a more open concept kitchen, but then I didn't like how the couch was obviously facing the full kitchen and everything, and I obviously wanted to have a TV kind of area, so I flip it around and swap it around here, so that way there is a little bit of separation of rooms, a little bit. So that's what I did there. I was originally going into it thinking and wanting to not use too many packs, but I kind of was just going with what I was enjoying and liked, so I pretty much used a bunch of packs. So obviously I don't think that I'm ever going to be able to build a home again, at least a home that I just go off on my own little way with and do my own thing that I just without using Dream Home Decorator. Literally, I've not played 1 second of the gameplay of Dream Home Decorator, but I have used the furniture and just the pieces and everything that come with Dream Home Decorator so much that it's impossible for me to build a house or apartment or anything almost without ever using Dream Home Decorator. It's just so good. It's just too good for its own good. But here, by the window, I just didn't want that to be an open space. I wanted it to be filled a little bit. So I just put that little marble table-esque thing there, and I put two together. and just use that to fill up some of the space, and then just put like some bits and pieces on to the top of it. I wanted it to be, I always struggle with like whenever I build certain things or build in general, I always feel like sometimes like there's like just like open space. Just, I don't know. I guess it's a me problem, definitely, but I always try to like fill up the space a little bit sometimes, because I just hate when it has that like open space look to it. I could not find, I wish, like, I mean, I could be wrong, but I could not find a door that like matched the front door like almost exactly. I feel like that should be a thing that existed in the game, because like if it's an apartment, then typically from my experience pretty much all the doors should probably pretty much be the same, except for obviously the front door is going to have like the room number on it somewhere, or like next to the door or something like that. That's like typically in my experience from apartments that I've seen the only difference. But I mean, I could be wrong, you know, I could be wrong. I know I don't think I really ever lived in an apartment. It was in college, so you know, I might not have that much experience. But for this room here, I wanted this to be kind of like the main bedroom. And I also, another pack that I really love the furniture of is, what is it called? That's a great, Mount Komorebi. I don't think that's the actual name of it, but that pack, the pack with Mount Komorebi, the skiing, snowboarding, Japanese mountain winter time all the time, that pack. I cannot think of what it actually is called, but you know, that's okay. I really like the furniture in there in that pack. But anyways, I try and fill up some of the space by like doing a little like closet situation. It's not necessarily like a walk-in closet, because I feel like it should be deeper for that, but I just wanted to fill up the space because, like, again, like I mentioned earlier, it's just sometimes like, I guess it's just the way that I like structure the rooms and stuff, there's just like too much space, so I felt like just filling up that little sliver of space just to like make the room a little bit cozier. And then I decided to, pretty much almost every room is kind of like one pack, so the parents' bedroom is almost like a lot of like the Mount Komorebi pack. The teen room, which I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a teen, it could be like just like the other roommate or something, but I kind of imagine like, you know, parents and a teenager in this room or in this apartment, but it could be anything. It could just be another person that just is really into black and purple and just like, you know, I don't know, like and just that vibe, that like hippie vibe. The word hippie like was like not in my brain for a second there, but like that kind of vibe. But anyways, this pack or this room has a lot of the garden kit thing. I don't know the names of packs, honestly. It has a lot of that, and then it also has a lot of the high school years pack. So that was the kind of vibe that I was going for here. Honestly, I think those are probably the only two packs that I think I do use other packs in this build, because I do like put a bunch of stuff on the wall, but those packs obviously were like the main packs that I used. So if you don't have those packs, then this room will be pretty much empty. But I actually really like the way this room came out. I honestly never do like rooms like this. I typically go for very like neutral rooms. I'm sure if you've watched my other build videos, you are probably well aware of how basic I tend to keep my rooms and everything. But I decided to like venture out a little bit and like do something different, which is typically really hard for me. But I think this actually turned out really well. And I think it like looks really nice. But anyways, I wanted to try and use the wallpaper that came with high school years, but I just couldn't get it to like really work all that well. I think I end up using what did I end up using? I think I used a vampire. You know what? I'm completely wrong. I used the ombre wallpaper. Clearly, I literally just built this, and that's how bad my memory is with things. It's like I didn't even remember that I used the ombre little wallpaper, but that's the wallpaper that I use because I wanted to keep that room like really dark and like, you know, just like purple and black kind of vibes. So that's what I did there, and I just felt like I needed to fill up that wall, so I just sized that little llama. What is it called? My brain today has just not been functioning fully. I want to say tarp, but it's not a tarp, but the little fabric thing of the black llama I put there because I just felt like I needed to fill up the space. And then I decided to put in like a little record player thing because I felt like, you know, maybe that sim living in that room would probably like a record player. And then we're going back to the more neutral room that is definitely more my style, and I'm just going in here to like put some stuff on the walls. I decided to go for this wallpaper. Why? I don't know, because I wanted to do something a little bit different. I didn't want to just do like gray walls like I would normally do. And so I decided to do that. And then I also decided that I wanted to put curtains on the wall to like kind of be like a door or like, you know, block off the little archway. But I did struggle with the curtains because I couldn't find curtains that like fit the wall, because I think these are medium height walls. So some of them were either too short, some of them were too tall, some of them were too narrow and not wide enough. It was just a struggle. I really like those high school years little like curtains right there that is there, but I felt like they were too high, so I just went back to the little drapey curtains and just did that. And I've been having an issue with my game lately where like it like duplicates some things, and so it kept on duplicating those curtains, but hopefully there's only 2 there instead of 4, but you know, we'll see. But I wanted to have like a little corner shower situation there. I was trying to put in like an actual shower there, but I just didn't like the look of any of them with the tiling, and so I ended up going for the little shower head situation that came with the university pack. And I wasn't thinking fully when I was doing this, but I was wanting to have like a glass door effect, but if I kept that, then you wouldn't be able to use the shower, so I eventually just deleted that and like moved on. But then I just made like a simple basic shower bathroom situation. I wanted to have like pre-made countertop things. I didn't want to like make my own counters and put them together and then add the sinks. I wanted it to be like one of the like actual like bathroom sinks. So I went with those because I wanted them to be, you know, like I wanted it to be kind of like a modern-esque kind of ish house, like, but not like too modern. I wanted it to be like balanced, I guess. And then also with the bathroom, I just felt like it was like really bare and like kind of like boring. So I did try to add in some things to make it like a little bit more like, you know, homey. So I added in a little plant, and then I also added in some pictures on the other side of the wall just to like give it something, because I like this kind of bathroom personally, but then also obviously it could be a bit much as far as like plain and boring. So I tried to liven it up a little bit. I really like that painting, but then I felt like the black was too black, and then the white frames I feel like was still just too much white, so I ended up trying to find other ones, and I went with those. And yes, obviously the frames are still white, but I felt like at least like there was a little bit of color with the green and everything, so I felt like that was better than nothing. And then pretty much I'm just like adding in like little things just to like make the house look a little bit better. I decided to like throw in that little werewolf rug into that room, because I was originally not going to put a rug, but then I felt like adding a rug would be nice. And I actually feel like I've never seen the rug that I just put in the living room, but it's actually a really nice rug. I really like that one. And then of course I make the main house gray. No need for color whatsoever. And I really struggled with like the bar stools because I wanted them to be like a brown color, but I wanted them to have like a little bit of a back to them, but I didn't want it to be like too dark brown and everything. So I wasn't like absolutely sold on the little dessert kit thing, but those were the ones that matched the best, so I just stuck with it. And I wanted to put that microwave like on a corner, like how the espresso machine is, kind of like diagonal, but like it would not let me, and I couldn't, cheat it that way. So unfortunately, it's, just sitting on the counter like that, which I'm not crazy about, but I just went with it because I did want to have like a little microwave in there. I honestly did not plan on leaving that fruit bowl there, but I did end up leaving that fruit bowl there. But, it adds in like a little bit of color to the house, It gives a little bit of color because obviously it's very gray in that kitchen. So that's nice. And then I wanted to add in a little bookshelf. So honestly, I feel like this build is mainly Dream Home Decorator, Mount Komorebi, and High School Years. Those are like the two main packs that I used, but I did obviously use some others. But I think I didn't use too many varieties of packs. I did use 2 kits, at least. The desert little kit and then the like gardening kit. But nonetheless, it wasn't too bad as far as packs, I don't think. But clearly I'm just doing some finishing touches, just adding in and changing up the lights because I always forget to do that, so I have to do that at the last minute. And I don't think I really add in too much else. I think I just like contemplate with the bookshelf a little bit, but I end up keeping it where it originally is, and then I do add in some curtains. But since the video is coming to an end, I'm going to go ahead and close out with you guys. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did enjoy it, you can give it a thumbs up. You can comment down below, and then you can also subscribe to our channel for more videos just like this. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye.